Amen. Welcome to the Theyayoshow. I am so excited today. One of my favorite artists in the scene, Flint Michigan, out of Flint. For those who don't know, he presented to you DP3, Perfect Timing. There, how are you?
I'm all right, baby. How you?
Man, I am so excited for you to be here today. You just don't know.
I'm happy to be here, baby. I'm
Oh
cool.
my God. Welcome to the Theyayoshow. For those that don't know, he worked with some of the best coming out of Flint. He's one of the best that's coming out of Flint right now. He presented Perfect Timing, DP3. Some of my work. Who do you work with? Rio, the Young G, OG. We got Louis Ray, startup baby from Detroit. Then Jacob fella, one of my favorite killers. You know, so hey, I am just so happy that you're here. I am very happy you're here. It was a long time trying to get you here, but I finally got the time and got you here.
Yeah.
Happy belated 810 day. Sorry I missed it.
Thank you. And same to you. Even though I said same to you, even though I see it's 702 or something like that, right?
Yeah, but I'm a Flintstone at heart, you know.
Always and forever.
I'm always from Flint, you know. And it's funny, speaking of Flint, I did a show with Bootleg a couple of weeks ago. And you know, I had to manifest this because in the show, it's in there. If you get a chance to see it, I was like, shit, you know, one of my favorite right now is Boss Leany. He was like, he hard. Like, yeah, that's my guy. He hard. Like, I was like, that's who I'm rocking on right now. And but you know, Bootleg always been a big influence in Flint. So who was one of your biggest musical influence in Flint coming out of Flint? Who did you?
Man, you just said it. ID and Breed, man. Like them was like the guys growing up. Like they was the guys growing up. All of them was the guys, and then you know, like Jake. Jake was like the first us of this right here. You know what I mean? Like
right.
Yeah, man. You know, Mr. 36.
36
all of that, man. Yeah. You know, so yeah, like, you know, we listen to all of that, man. I listened to that growing up. And like just like the like Dink Sosa. Dink Sosa. Dink was like my guy growing up, man. Dink was so hard. I used to be listening to Dink and them, man. They was hard to me. So like Dink, them would be all my biggest inspirations from local. Dink and Henny Low. You know, RIP Low, man.
Okay. Now, everybody know I'm one of your biggest fans, okay? We ain't gonna keep this, you know, it is what it is. I got love for you. But when I first heard Killers, what inspired you to redo the Scambino Mob and do Killers like that? Because it brought tears to my eyes when I first hear it, because it's so sentimental, because I rap with Bone and Key. And I just want you to know I really appreciate that. And I speak for the family too, but what inspired you to do Killers out of all?
I mean, because it's so iconic. And like unfortunately, we was robbed from like Bone and Key and them. You know what I mean? We was robbed of them. You get what I mean? Like, you know, after like the Dayton family and them, it was Bone. You know what I'm saying? It was Bone in them, and unfortunately, we got robbed of that. So like a lot of molding of where you see Flint rap is of today is courtesy of the mob. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially when like you look at it, like everybody is pretty much running with a Scambino mob approach to what we doing of today, and that's just keeping it real. That's just being honest. Like you know, it's literally that approach without me saying too much. You know what I mean? But we was robbed of that. So like, ain't outside of at least in Flint, I'm gonna say this for Flint. Outside of, let's say, like the C Murder record, the fuck them other niggas, right? Outside of that, Killers on Your Team is, oh man, like, come on. Why not? Why not Killers on Your Team? Why
Right.
not Killers on Your
Why not Killers
motherfucking
on Your
team?
Team?
Why not Killers on Your motherfucking team? Like, you don't have to play a lyric
Right.
of the record. Soon as the beat drop, the city know what's up. You know what I mean? It's on the flow. The energy is crazy. Yeah, it's you know what I mean? It's iconic. You know what I mean? It's why not? And like I say, us being robbed of it, like Bone them don't get their flowers. They get their flowers for other things, but they don't get their flowers for this part.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For this part. And
right.
you know what I
Well,
mean?
shout out to Bone Scan and Key, may they rest in peace. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
for sure. The whole
I
mob,
love them.
man. The whole mob, man. I just made a
The
post.
whole mob. Young D, Bulletproof. Yayo, myself.
Yeah, yourself. You know what I mean? Yeah, for sure.
Yes. You know, Bone gotta keep. There's nothing but real ones around in that era, and we did make a nice little name for ourselves, and we didn't get a chance to really get it like how we wanted it. But we gotta go ahead and just talk about your collaborations, because you did work on that song with Jacob Fella, one of my favorites. And,
honorable, honorable, man. That was that's what made that record everything. You know what I'm saying? Right. For like me, you know what I mean?
Right.
I couldn't get Bone them on it. Got Jake on there. He was geeked to do it with me. It was all love. I appreciated it. You know what I mean? I loved it. That was everything for me. That was probably my biggest joy out of the record. You know what I mean? I'm glad y'all appreciate it. I do.
No, we do. We really do, And working, who is some of your favorite collabs who you like to collab? Because you work with a lot of people, Sada Baby and Boss Talk, Rio the Young, Louis. I mean, you work even, what's her name? Casey? You just dropped something about 6 months ago with her. Like, who are some of your favorite collabs that you like working with?
Don't get me wrong, I appreciated all the music I done with all the artists I done music with. I got one coming with TDF too.
Okay.
It's gonna be good. But as of right now, both of them will probably be like my biggest ones because of what they are.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Them probably be like my biggest ones. Like they very, very, very iconic records for what they are. You know what I mean?
Right.
My feature with Jake, that's like, I got another song with Jake. You know what I'm saying? We got another song together outside of Killers. But of course, being that it's Killers, it makes it a whole different thing. So having him for Killers is crazy. And then what I got ID and Shoestring for is crazy too. You know what I mean? I got them for a remake of theirs too, and it's crazy. It's crazy. It's actually Dope Day Nav. It's actually Dope Day Nav. So it was actually
Day Nav. Day Nav. But Wesley and Dayton was always like cousin neighborhoods. It was always always respect. From OG, from LA, we lost T Fish, rest in peace. But it's nothing but love with from Dayton to the Wesley, hood. But let me ask you this: how do you think your music evolved since you started? Like, I remember 5 years ago, you dropped Paid in Full. Like, what's the big changes? You know what I'm saying? I know you can be like, damn, she really doing her homework. Like, she knows me. Yes, I know you. You just didn't know I knew you.
Man, it has. I guess I could say just the things that I go through. You know what I mean? Things that you go through in life is like, it molds your character. music is emotions. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's therapeutic. So you really kind of express yourself on how you feel through your music. So like I guess the evolve would be simply because life progresses. I have evolved. You know what I mean? I'm not the same guy I was from Paid in Full to now. You know what I mean?
Right.
That'd
A
be the
lot
big difference.
changed.
Yeah, a lot changed, a lot more mature,
A lot.
a lot more
Yeah,
mature.
and you can tell the maturity in the music as you grow and as time go. And with that being said, when we were talking about, the OGs, Flint done develop a sound now. And I like to call it the Flint sound. Some
Hmm.
people mistaken it for Detroit because you got like when we were coming up, you had Stevie Pitts. You couldn't wait to get Stevie Pitts on one of your tracks. But now
Hmm.
it's like shout out to Energy, it's like
Hmm.
the Energy beats and bang, so it's like
Hmm.
Flint got another sound. How do you compare the sound, from now? Because it was more like that
It's
hard.
a, it's a
It's
lot
crazy.
faster. It's
Yes, it's
fast.
a lot
It's
faster.
it's 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 Uncle Luke with it's Uncle Luke with Tupac lyrics or whatever you want to put on it. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Right,
it's for sure a lot faster. It's for
right.
sure a lot faster. It's a lot more for them. It's a lot more funner.
It
All
is
right,
fun.
you know
Right,
what I'm saying. So
right,
they think it's just to go in there and just do. Don't think
right.
too much. Don't put too much into it. Just go. You know
Just
what I
go.
mean? Just go. That's their whole mo with it, and it's good. It's cool. That's why like you don't see hooks as much as you used to. You
Right,
know what I mean? They don't really do hooks like that. They just going for what they know. And
right.
so that's like the difference of it. I would say like the sound is a lot faster from
Mm,
then. You gotta you gotta be really listening fast to really catch what they say.
right.
But yeah, that'd be the biggest thing. It's a lot faster. It's a lot faster, and it's just a lot more, I guess, unorthodox for the lack of better words. It's like it's free. It's freedom. They
Right.
doing what they want. You know what I mean? Wherefore, I guess it was more serious for us, or in them times. You know what I mean? It was just a lot more serious, and now it's more laid back. I guess not so much as laid back, but let your head on. I'm gonna just say how I feel. The freedom of speech for real. You know
Yeah,
what I
more
mean?
of the freedom
You
of
know what
speech.
I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, and people sometimes confuse the sound because Detroit has a similar kind of sound too.
Due to the way, so Detroit got like a talk flow.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like how they talk is how they rap. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? That's
Right.
pretty much what it is. So they're going to go in there and they're going to talk. You know what I
Right.
mean? They're going to talk. They're going to talk. They're going
Right.
to rap, but
They
they're
gonna
going to
talk.
but they're going to talk. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I guess that might be why they call it shit talking. You know what I mean? These young boys call that shit talking nowadays. Maybe that's why, because that's what they doing. They going in there, they talking they shit.
Right. And they talking it. And one of my favorite artists that you work with was Sada Baby. How did that link up? How did you collab with him, meet with him, and link that?
Uh,
Tell us that story.
Ironically, originally it started out. It was my producer.
Okay.
My producer he called me, and his uh his cousin was kind of like around him at the time. They was around. He was around, and my guy
Mhm.
TQ was around, and he uh he had contacted Rail and was like, if anybody's serious about like some features, I got
Okay.
school. You know what I mean? Whoop, whoop. And he was like, okay, only person I know would be like bro. And they called me with it, and I quite ain't think nothing too much of it. I'm like, yeah, that'll be cool. We
Okay.
check them out. You know what I mean? I fuck with school. You know what I mean? Fires in the music at the time. So we set it up, and got in there, kicked it with them, and you know, shit, man, it was all love.
Right.
Kicked it with his pops and them, and it was all love. And
it's been all love since then.
it's been nothing but love since then, man. From
Right. Well, shout
then to
out
me coming
to
home. Yeah, no, it's nothing but
him.
love, man. It's
Yeah,
nothing.
nothing but love.
I
And you said
appreciate school and all.
wait a minute, hold on. Then you said with you coming home. Is that another story? Come on.
Unfortunately, after I did the record with School, I got incarcerated.
Right.
So I kind of like missed that whole wave or whatever that was. You know what I mean? So like I came home to it, and you know, it's been love. It's been love since.
Right.
You know?
But since you came home though, you've been knocking the streets off. You know that, right, baby? Knock them off, baby. It all happens. It all happens. You know what I mean?
It all happens. It comes with the territory, for sure.
Yeah. But since you brung it up, what are some of the challenges now that you face with this industry? Plus, when you had to come home and just hit it again, what's some of the challenges that you face?
Just really juggling like the difference in between like the artist and the person. You know what I mean? Like trying to do the interviews and be a dad all in the same sense.
It get hard.
What I mean? It hit hard. You know what I mean?
I already know.
Coming home, having to be here, but having to be there too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like them just pretty much the juggles, just tugging and pulling and trying to like get everything to line up the way it should.
Right. But it's going for you. It's going.
And
I'm happy. I'm happy. Where do you see
going.
yourself going though? I mean, I see big things. That's why I wanted you on here. I see nothing but greatness.
Well, that's where I'm at with it. That's how I see it.
That's what you were seeing. We were seeing it. Okay, so
we're seeing the same thing.
Yeah,
we're seeing the same thing for sure.
So tell me who you seeing, who you would like to collab with in the future. Also, I mean, I know you said you got Dayton Family, but is there some more that's out there you would like to collab with?
Absolutely. And I say this all the time. Like I'm a junkie for good music. So like anybody that's talented, like it's not from big names to small names to no names, it don't matter. Music is amazing.
Right.
It's all about the talent. You know what I mean?
It's all about the timing.
In the timing for sure. So it's like it's whatever for me. I believe that part right there, like the timing of it, when you get in the rooms with the right people with different type talents, and y'all get together, and then y'all make it. You know what I mean? You capitalize on the moment of it. So like me personally, it's anything that could be good music. I enjoy making good music.
Okay. And like you said, perfect timing. And since you said that, I just want to throw it back out to you. When you said big names, small names, it don't matter as long as it's good. And I'm a small name in podcasting right now, but I see it getting a lot bigger. It's growing as it goes.
Yeah, that's
I want you to know how much I appreciate you taking your time, because I know people be like, "What? Like, I don't know." And then when they get in there, the energy is so much different. Like, I like the Theyayoshow. Like, it ain't that bad. So for me, before we end this, I just want to know what advice that you want to give new artists. I'm not a new artist, but I am a new podcaster. For anybody that's out there trying to do it, what advice do you give us, for the new artist that's coming out in the game?
Keep grinding. You got to keep grinding. You know what I mean? Trust the process. It's your vision. You know what I mean? You can't look for nobody to see what you see for real. You very seldom do you get a person that can see your vision. If you do get a person that can see your vision with you, then they should be on your team because they see your vision. Your vision is your vision. You need people like that around you. It ain't gonna be easy. It's gonna be a struggle, but that's any and everything worth having. You got to keep going, keep grinding, keep striving, and do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you gotta do. It's gonna all play out. Trust that.
Right. It's going to play out. Just keep the faith and just keep thinking big. Don't be thinking small. That's one thing about where we come from. We always think big.
Big. You got to. You got to.
Thank
Sky's the limit.
you.
You're welcome, baby. Thank you for
Thank
having me.
you. Man, listen, y'all. I got Boss Leanie. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you taking the time out. I know you got to get back to the kids. Thank you so much. I'm not going to take too much of your time tonight. So you just go ahead and enjoy the rest of your evening. And I hope you can come back on the show and visit me once again.
For sure. For sure.
Okay.
For sure. Anytime you'll have me. Thank you.
Okay, hold on. And bam.